recognize it all. The wooden bench, beat-up bags, the schedule on the wall. Take your place among the faces no one ever knows. You packed up all your worldly goods and took off for the road. There's a guy.
Hey everybody, Elisa Stilwell Rogers back again with Simply Southern Recipes by Rocket City Girls. Today we are going to do, it's like a version of strawberry pretzel salad, except we're doing strawberry pretzel French toast. Now, we're going to have brioche bread, sugar, vanilla, cream cheese, butter, lemon, fresh strawberries, pretzels, cornstarch, and let's see, what else? My husband has just put in some good old covered wagon bacon. Now we get this stuff in a huge box. I think we pay right at $20 for it, but it's enough bacon to last you for at least 4 months. It doesn't shrivel up or anything, and you really don't have to worry about artificial flavors or GMOs or anything like that. This is just straight off the farm bacon. Tastes a lot like ham. So let's get started. Let's get this bacon fried up first, and then we'll start on our French toast. Our bacon is done. Got it sitting over there cooling. Now what I've done, I bought a pound of fresh strawberries. I cut the very tops off where they're white, because that's quite bitter, and I sliced them long ways. Now, what I do is I splash some lemon. No, I don't do fresh. That's just one more thing to buy, and this sits in the refrigerator most of the time, not getting used. So, there we got that, and then we add You're in my way. Okay. That's a 1/4. And that's a 1/2. We're going to put these on the stove, and we're going to put them on medium until they start boiling. And then once they start cooking down real good, we'll add our cornstarch slurry to thicken it up. Okay guys. Strawberries have been cooking down. I am fixing to make myself a cornstarch slurry. So I start off with a tablespoon of cornstarch. Now I add warm water to this, and just till it starts looking like milk almost. So let me do that, and then we'll come over here to the strawberries and start adding it. Here we go. We had this on a medium high. It's rendered down that much. Look at all that juice. And that's not just lemon juice. That's just a little bit of lemon juice. This is how much the strawberries have broke down. So I'm going to turn it back up to medium high and start adding my cornstarch slurry. We don't want it to thicken up too much, but just enough to where it's spreadable. Like a jam. Now I could use pectin, but cornstarch slurries are just so easy. And what I grew up with, basically. So I always grab the cornstarch. I also have potato starch too. I love that stuff. Maybe a little more. And it's really going to start thickening up here in just a second. So once it gets to the thickness that you desire, which, like I said, I like mine like a jam, then you set it off and let it cool, and it's going to slowly thicken as it cools too. So you don't want it too thick. Just thick enough to where you know it's going to continue thickening and get, like I said, spreadable. You don't want it dripping. So while my strawberry compote is chilling and thickening up, I'm going to go ahead and put some of these mini pretzels, you see them, in my little ninja here. Now you don't want it finely ground. You want it coarse, because you want some texture on the outside of your brioche bread. Of course, do enough, well, crap. Do enough that you can do several pieces of your French toast. So that's almost full. And we're just going to pulse this. This thing is awesome. I'll say it one more time. There we go. See? Just about like that, because you're going to have that egg batter on there anyway. So this is going to stick to it. Let's construct this French toast. So I've got 2 eggs here. Now I made this vanilla extract. My girlfriend gets vanilla beans from Indonesia, and so she called me up and she was like, do you want some of these vanilla beans? Yeah. So I put up probably about 4 pints, which is a lot of vanilla extract for pennies on the dollar. So let's see. I am adding a teaspoon of vanilla extract to those 2 eggs. Ooh, that smells good. Now, a splash of milk. You don't need a lot, very little. Okay. Now, whisk those together very well. Put a little air to them. Now, the strawberry compote is so sweet, along with this cream cheese, you don't need cinnamon and sugar and all that in your egg mixture. You just don't. So, this is a beautiful brioche bread, very eggy. And I'm taking this cream cheese, and we're being generous with it, because this is very decadent. Look at me, I'm trying to dip into the bread like an idiot. Alright, so this is something that, like, if you have spend the night company, I mean, it's very easy to construct. See what I'm talking about? With it being like a jam consistency. You want it spreadable. Then you put your other bread slice like that. You dunk it very liberally in your egg batter, and then you come back for those pretzels. Look, got a hole in there. Ha ha. Alright, so mash it down real good. And then we will transfer it over to our frying pan. We're using the electric skillet to fry up this French toast. My husband's fixing to put it in. You can put both of them in. There you go. Now, when it's ready, I'll go ahead and plate it and show you what it looks like. Look at this beautiful presentation. Perfect breakfast / brunch meal. Quick to put together and inexpensive. I would have to say between the brioche, the strawberries, the milk, everything was under $10, and there's enough to do the whole loaf of brioche bread, plus some probably. So I have here some real maple syrup. Here's our bacon. I love this bacon because it does not break down. Look how big it stays. It doesn't cook down to a little shrivel like this. Now, this French toast, let's see here. Cut into it so y'all can see the yummy goodness I'm talking about. Look at this. Is that not, oh, sorry, beautiful, but it's falling apart because it is so hot. But let me just take a little bite. Put it in my maple syrup. Oh my goo. To die for. Y'all, please like us, subscribe, share us with your friends and family, and please stop back by and visit us again for another Simply Southern recipe by Rocket City Girls. See ya!
Seems some things will never change. Recognize it all. The wooden bench, beat up bag.